Watch a coding agent try to work. The model is brilliant, but it just sits there, waiting for a human to tell it exactly how. Almost every coding AI on Earth is a smart brain wrapped in a harness that a person hand-built for it, by hand in advance. Now watch this one. It writes its own plan, picks its own tools, checks its own work, and repairs its own mistakes. And no human wrote that scaffold. The model authored it itself. That is the exact part that short-circuited people this week. This is Ornith 1.0. It dropped on June 25th from a research lab called DeepReinforce. Open weights, MIT license, no regional locks. You can download it tonight and run the whole thing on your own hardware. And here is the genuinely insane part. Ornith did not get that scaffold from a clever prompt. It learned to build it during training, teaching itself how to behave like an agent, one reward at a time. Most models never touch their own harness. This one rewrote it from scratch. Want proof it matters? The plain Qwen 9 billion that Ornith is built on scores 53 on swe-bench. Ornith takes that exact same size and scores 69. Same parameters, same weights underneath, 16 points, purely from learning a better process. And the flagship is no toy either. 397 billion parameters, scoring 82.4 on swe-bench verified, beating Claude Opus 4.7 outright. An open model you can download right there in the frontier conversation. Then, just 2 days later, a second bomb drops. DeepSeek ships DSpark. Same model, same weights, nothing retrained at all, and suddenly it is streaming up to 85% faster, and it is completely lossless. Token for token, the exact same answer, just delivered in half the time. Not a smaller, dumber model. A faster way to run the one you already have. Here's why these two belong in one single video. DSpark speeds up Qwen and Gemma right out of the box, and Qwen and Gemma are exactly what Ornith is built on top of. The self-scaffolding brain and the speed layer fit together like a key in a lock. So put it all together, an open model that scaffolds itself, running 85% faster on your own machine for $0 a token. Nobody had that a year ago. Let us take the whole thing apart, piece by piece. Start with the brain. Ornith is a family of open coding models from DeepReinforce, built on top of Gemma 4 and Qwen 3.5, two already strong open bases, then pushed much further with reinforcement learning. They did not invent a new brain from nothing. They took two good ones and taught them how to be agents. It ships in 4 sizes from one shared recipe, a 9 billion that runs on a single card, a 31 billion dense workhorse, a 35 billion mixture of experts that holds the capacity but fires only a slim slice of experts per token, and a flagship at 397 billion. Laptop to data center, one family, one training idea, wildly different price tags, and these are not short context toys. Every size reads 250,000 tokens at once, up to 400,000 for whole repository work. The 9 billion fits on a single 80 gigabyte card at around 19 gigs in half precision, small enough to live on your desk. And the license is the quiet headline. Ornith is MIT, waits on Hugging Face, no regional lock, no usage cap, no phone home. You clone it, you own it, you run it offline forever. That is a very different promise from an API key that can be revoked or repriced tomorrow morning. They are agentic straight out of the box too. Every response opens with a visible thinking block, then emits clean, well-formed tool calls, all in the same OpenAI style format every harness already speaks. No exotic glue required. That one detail is the whole reason it slots into a tool like Claude Code with almost no effort. Now, what actually is a scaffold? It is the wrapper around the raw model, the plan, the tool list, the working memory, the checks and the retries, the orchestration that turns a plain text generator into an agent. Normally, a human engineer writes it by hand, once, tunes it for a while, and then freezes it and reuses that one harness for every task that follows. Ornith flatly refuses to freeze it. It treats the scaffold as a learnable object that evolves right alongside the model itself. Instead of one fixed harness bolted onto every problem, each kind of task grows its own tailored strategy, discovered by the model, not handed down to it by an engineer. The training loop runs in 2 stages. First, given the task, the model proposes a refined scaffold. Then, conditioned on that scaffold, it actually attempts to solve the task. The reward from how well it's solved flows back into both stages at once, so the planning and the answering are forced to improve together. Repeat that over thousands of rounds, and something quietly profound happens. Good scaffolds get selected, weak ones get mutated away, and per-task strategies simply emerge on their own. The model is not only learning answers anymore, it is learning how to work, how to orchestrate itself toward an answer. And think about what that actually buys you at the end. A model that plans before it acts, that reaches for a real tool instead of hallucinating, that reads its own output, notices the failure, and recovers instead of charging ahead. Those are the exact habits you normally have to bolt on from the outside. Of course, a model that designs its own process could learn to cheat it, reading the hidden test, hard-coding the expected file, faking a green checkmark. So DeepReinforce built 3 walls, a fixed outer trust boundary it cannot touch, a deterministic monitor that zeroes out any forbidden move, and a frozen judge model that can veto an entire run on site. The payoff is efficiency you can actually feel. That little 9 billion lands at 69 on swe-bench verified, beating Gemma 4 at 31 billion, and matching Qwen all the way up at 35. Learning a better process, it turns out, is worth a genuinely startling amount of raw parameters. The mixture of experts version pushes the idea even harder. At just 35 billion, it beats every similar sized model, and on terminal bench, it actually edges out a Qwen model more than 10 times its size. Smaller weights, smarter orchestration, higher score. The scaffold is doing real work. Now the second half of the title. The very same week Ornith landed, DeepSeek and Peking University dropped DSpark. And, exactly like Ornith, the headline is not a shiny new model. It is a way to run the models we already have far faster, given away completely free under MIT. Start with why big models are slow. To write a single token, the model fires a full pass through every parameter it has. At this scale, the GPU spends more time hauling weights through memory than actually computing anything, so the chip sits half idle, just waiting on itself, one token at a time. Speculative decoding breaks that pattern completely. A small, fast draft model guesses a whole block of tokens ahead. The big model then verifies the entire block in one single pass, checking 5 guesses for almost the price of 1. Every guess it accepts is a token you got very nearly for free, because the big model was going to sit idle during that pass anyway, and crucially, it cannot quietly lower your quality. The verifier uses rejection sampling, which keeps the final output mathematically identical to normal decoding. Wrong guesses are simply thrown away. You only ever keep the tokens the real model would have written anyway, you just get them sooner. But older drafters forced a painful trade-off. Sequential ones, like Eagle, guess accurately, but they slow right down as the block grows. Parallel ones, like DFlash, are cheap, yet they guess each token blind to its neighbors, so the tail of the block rots and gets rejected. They call it suffix decay. It all reduces to one clean equation. Latency equals draft time plus verify time, divided by how many tokens you actually accept per cycle. So there are exactly 3 ways to win: draft faster, draft better, or verify smarter. DSpark unusually reaches out and pulls all 3 levers at the same time. Its first move is to stop choosing. A fast parallel backbone proposes the whole block at once, then a tiny sequential head, low-rank Markov, adds one quick correction, nudging each token based on the one right before it. Cheap like parallel, accurate like sequential, with almost none of the cost of either. 2 more tricks seal it shut. A confidence head scores each guess, and a hardware-aware scheduler verifies more tokens when the GPU is idle and fewer when it is slammed, and it runs a full step ahead, so that whole cleverness costs no clock time of its own. Offline, the numbers are already convincing. DSpark accepts 26 to 31% more tokens per cycle than Eagle, and 16 to 18% more than Flash. A 2-layer DSpark even beats a 5-layer DeFlash, better guessing, from a smaller and cheaper drafter. And in live production, the payoff is the headline. Per user generation runs up to 85% faster on the Flash model and 78% faster on Pro, at the same total throughput, same servers, same weights, very nearly double the speed for nothing. And they open source the entire factory too, called DeepSpec, the full MIT pipeline to train your own drafter, not just a canned demo. It ships 3 drafting algorithms, and it targets Qwen and Gemma right out of the box, on day 1. Now read that last part again, slowly. DeepSpec was built to speed up Qwen and Gemma, and Ornith is built on Qwen and Gemma. The exact bases the self-scaffolding brain stands on are the exact bases the speed layer was designed to accelerate. These 2 releases were, almost literally, made for each other. And this is precisely why coding agents care so much. An 85% speedup is not a chat window party trick. It is your agent grinding through a long 20-step task in half the wall clock time, for the exact same bill. At the agent layer, speed is not a nicety, it is the whole game. So here is the stack the title is really pointing at. At the bottom, a brain that already knows how to be an agent, Ornith. Wrapped around it, a serving layer that makes it fly, DSpark. And on top, a harness holding the real keys to your machine. 3 layers, and every single one of them is open. Step 1. Serve the brain. A single VLLM command brings Ornith up as an OpenAI compatible endpoint, listening on a port on your own box. No cloud account, no waiting list, no rate limit, no token meter ticking in the background. Step 2. Bolt on the speed. Attach the DSpark drafter to those very same weights, and the endpoint keeps answering with the exact same output, just up to 85% faster. Nothing retrained, nothing swapped out. Same brain, much quicker hands. Step 3. Point your harness at it. Set one base URL variable, name Ornith as the model, and Claude Code will happily drive your local accelerated open brain using the exact same command line you already know by heart. One honest note before you get carried away. Running the prepended checkpoints in VLLM or SGLang is genuinely easy. That part is a weekend. But training your own custom drafter from scratch is a data center job, wanting an 8 GPU node and terabytes of cache. Use the checkpoints they shipped and you skip all of that. And now just sit back and watch the loop run. The harness hands Ornith the goal. Ornith thinks, then plans out its own approach. It opens the file, runs the test, reads the error, and because DSpark is underneath, the tokens come back fast enough that the whole thing feels genuinely live. Give it something real, fix this failing test. Ornith reads the stack trace, writes its own repair plan, edits the broken function, reruns the whole suite, and the red bar flips clean to green. A local model, a self-written scaffold, real tools on your disk, and half the usual weight. Now let us stay honest about exactly where this lands. On swe-bench verified, the flagship 82 beats DeepSeek and Minimax and cleanly ties Opus 4.7, but it still trails Opus 4.8 at 87. Close, genuinely close. Just, to be clear, not out in front. And keep DSpark honest too. Lossless means faster, not smarter. It does not add a single point of raw intelligence. And every speed number here is DeepSeek measuring DeepSeek on DeepSeek servers against a DeepSeek baseline. No outside lab has independently verified the peak figures just yet. So when does this OpenStack win outright? When the code simply must stay on your own hardware, when it has to run with no internet at all, when the license has to be permissive enough to ship, and when you flatly, permanently refuse to pay by the token. And when does the closed frontier still win? On the hardest, longest horizon jobs, the sprawling, many-step tasks where the very top of the benchmark is exactly the handful of points that decide whether the run finishes cleanly or quietly stalls halfway and burns your afternoon, which is why the real answer was never one or the other. Keep the harness as your constant, it never has to change, and just swap or accelerate the brain to fit the job. Open and local and fast by default. Frontier on the rare days it genuinely counts. Same hands, different brain. Step back and notice what actually changed here. For 2 solid years, the race was simply who has the smartest model. Those top scores have now bunched together within a few points of each other. So the fight quietly moved to the serving layer that decides how fast a model runs, and the agent layer that decides how well it actually works on a real task. And that is the real headline hiding underneath both of these releases. An open brain that scaffolds itself, running 85% faster on hardware you actually own. The line between open and frontier has never ever been this thin. A year ago, this whole setup was a research demo. Today, it is a Tuesday afternoon. So let us kill the myth on the way out. A model that learned its own scaffold does not delete the harness, and a faster decoder does not delete the model. These are different layers of one single stack, no more rivals than an engine and the car around it. The best setup runs a great one of each. That is the whole story, start to finish. Ornith is an open brain that taught itself how to work, its own plan, its own tools, its own checks. DSpark is the free speed layer that makes it fly, built for the very bases Ornith stands on. Stack them together and you get local, private, frontier-class agentic coding, running fast, on your own machine, for $0 a token. If that finally made all the pieces click into place, this channel is completely full of breakdowns built exactly like this one. So subscribe to Cloud Codes, stick around for the next drop, and I will see you in the next one.